podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
BoxingVoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punching? When I was hitting him with body punching, I heard him, actually he was crying in there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on?
BoxingVoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time? Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and taking those punches.
Dazn Productions.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ.
I should be saying good morning TBV, but it's still late for me, even though it's literally the morning. 2:34 in the morning, we're back with another one. We're trying to just ram them down your throat, you know what I mean? Giving you enough TBV to last you forever. I'm your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. And we're back with some breaking news as we check the internet. And it looks like our good friend, Lennox Lewis, we had the opportunity to sit down with Lennox Lewis recently at the Canelo Jacobs. But he didn't talk to us. He took to his Twitter this time around, and people are writing articles about it left and right because he's recommending that AJ switch trainers. Now, this is a very touchy subject for some. One loss and getting rid of the trainer. People usually get upset at that, but Lennox understands that AJ is a franchise fighter, and Lennox knows this particular situation firsthand, but we'll bring you all those details. If you're just joining the live stream, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Helps with the visibility of the show, helps us grow, lets other people know how to find this show. Let's great callers call in and be part of this show. And if you want to be part of the show, you know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. You can also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. Let me go out to my co-host in Indiana.
Dazn Productions.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
BoxingVoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. He stayed out before he said he was not.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what's up, people out there in the TBV universe? Back with another one, late night or early morning, however you want to look at it. Our good friend, our dear friend, Lennox Lewis came out and said Joshua should definitely consider replacing his trainer. Maybe finding some guy that understands his style, understand his physical attributes, and can get him to use them to his the best of his ability. And maybe he's right. Maybe he's overstepping his boundaries. So, but who would know than a guy who actually went through something similar and actually did get a new trainer and came back and was victorious. But we'll break it down and we'll get into it. What's going on, man? Vampire Stream.
You already know, man. Late night. I'm wired. I was thinking of making another cup of coffee, but I said, you know what? That's going to slow things up. I wanted to jump on top of this news. Lennox Lewis is a legend in the game, but outside of that, he's been in this similar situation. Oliver McCall knocked him out, and the only reason I even know and remember Oliver McCall is because he's like the same dude that started crying in the ring, right? That's him.
That's the guy.
So that's the only reason I know Oliver McCall. I didn't even know, until obviously I became an adult, but I didn't even know that he knocked out Lennox Lewis. I thought Lennox Lewis only got knocked out by Rockman,
You and me both. I learned like something new like this past week or whatever. Lennox Lewis got knocked out by a guy named McCall. But McCall is a guy that started crying in the ring, and that's a boxing legend. Boxing Legends TV, one of his video that he did, one of the 5 biggest meltdowns in boxing, and of course McCall was on that list.
You know, you can't fault Lennox Lewis for wanting AJ to switch trainers because for how long have people been saying AJ looks robotic? You know, if you remember that Rocky 3 scene when Rocky had to go to the trenches in Philadelphia and train with Apollo Creed, that's what he had to work on, his rhythm, because he was robotic. You know, I don't know. One of our callers, I believe it was JP in Long Beach, said AJ needs to gain weight and then lose it so that he's not so muscular anymore. You know?
Yeah, he says he needs to get out of shape, add weight and then lose
because
it. Yep.
people blaming the muscles. People are blaming the muscles for slowing him down, using too much oxygen. Lennox Lewis now blaming the trainer. But when Lennox made this sort of switch or shift, it worked for him. He ended up finding good old Emmanuel Stewart. So that really worked for, Lennox.
Definitely did. I believe he came back and defeated Oliver McCall. Matter of fact, I believe, if I heard it correctly, Lennox Lewis is the only champion that has beaten every guy he's faced on his record, even in a rematch or, first fight. So he's definitely has that trinket under his cap by knocking out McCall and Rockwan. I believe those are his only 2 losses, right?
Man, I never boxed like good old Lennox, but you can. You can definitely, and if you're just tuning in, you should be hitting that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. Only a few of us on this stream, so you should keep it active properly.
We got a super chatty from my guy Samuel Gilly. But they say he was more skilled than Wilder. His defense and stamina sucks.
Yep. So, yeah, man, it's not only Lennox Lewis that wants Anthony Joshua to axe Coach Robert McCracken. It's also Adam Smith. Adam Smith done an interview with Sky that is really blowing up on YouTube. And, he mentioned that not only does he say that AJ needs to change trainers, but he said that he always knew AJ would lose.
Yeah, you definitely got to fill me in on that because I wasn't able to see that interview quite yet.
It's right on Sky. It's he's being interviewed by a woman.
Hey man, Box Rec.
What happened?
Just type in links on Box Rec, man. Tell me they ain't got to goddamn me Morris Chestnut looking for. They got this nigga like he's straight GQ model, boy. Hey man, this might be the best Box Rec picture I've ever seen.
Let me see what they got. Let me see. Box Rec, Lennox Lewis. Okay, he glowing. This motherfucker looking like Leroy. He got the glow. The power's inside. He got the glow.
Hey, it looks like Leonard goddamn got all of the light on that nigga right now, boy. Oh my god.
Let me see here. So, Lennox took to his Twitter and said, as I've said, I agree. McCracken is a great trainer, but just not the one AJ he needs to teach him the style of fighting required to rule the heavyweight division. I can't look at that fight and agree that AJ was fully prepared for what Ruiz brought to the table.
And just to piggyback on that last tweet, it's an article from Boxing Scene. He says, they got it quoted, I say you can't go to university with your third grade teacher.
It's not an article from Boxing Scene. That is the tweet.
London.
That's his tweet. I have it on here. That's it.
It says according to London's Daily Mail.
Brother.
Okay.
It's on his verified Twitter showing on your YouTube right now. Look at the screen. It's on his Twitter. It's his words. I tried to tell you that in pre-prep. I told you everybody's running with his Twitter. It's not an article. It's not an interview. he took to Twitter. He expressed himself, and then fans rebutted. Fans got upset. So then he gave his reasons why. There's another one that I'm also screen sharing where he's defending Andy Ruiz and speaking of how extensive his amateur background is. But
why would they give the fucking the outlet the credit and not the guy who said it?
Because the journalist was lazy and he didn't source his source.
Gotcha.
He copied the story from whoever you're sourcing, but didn't see that it was Lennox. But anyway, Lennox goes on to say, I say you can't go to a university with your third grade teacher. They won't have the answers you need at that level. You need a professor by then. Meaning that Rob McCracken has took him this far, which has been far, but it's time to part ways. And then
them shots, dog. Fuck all that.
And then
you can put it nice as you want to, nigga. But them shots.
This ain't adversity. This is an underdog. At least Mike Tyson had an excuse. He was out here fucking overweight, doing coke. What's AJ's excuse?
The first sign of any kind of adversity, y'all want to say that I'm not on the level anymore. Come on, man.
Amen. You got a super chat you want to read? I believe there's one.
I did have one that I wanted to read, but I'm not on the right account right now, so go ahead.
Jeffrey Rodriguez says, AJ off them pads in the U.S. is why he looks so whack. That's Dillian White right there. Dillian White sheep. I hear you, man. Everybody
Dillian White sheep.
Everybody got him. Everybody got him. So, anything else you want to read? Actually, Lennox has another one in case people want to, beef at him. You know what I'm saying? He's like, somebody try to get smart, oh, Lennox, but what about, because he suffered that loss to McCall and the Rockman, right? So he was like, I knew exactly what I did wrong before I left the ring that night. And exactly how to correct it. If AJ and his team feel the same way, then so be it. It just seemed during the fight that they didn't have the answers when they needed them. And obviously they is his team. And guess what? AJ, I mean, why it got to be shots though, Mikey?
I mean, they didn't have the answer. And that's my point. Well, what I talked about you in the pre-pro. AJ was over there asking, man, should I throw the right? What is he doing? What's going to come? What is he doing?
What shot hit me? What shot clipped me?
Yeah, Rob McCracken is giving him basic instructions. Throw the 1-2 down the middle, double up on the jab. You got to tell him when you see a Ruiz tapping AJ glove every time he throws out a jab, that means he's trying to get his timing down. So you got to tell AJ to do a throwaway shot so he can react, so you can counter him with your big shot. But Rob McCracken didn't give that kind of information, and that's what Lennox is talking about. A third grade teacher, when you're on this level, needs somebody in the professor department that has a PhD in this shit, like he had in his corner with the late great Emmanuel Stewart.
And that's what I was going to say. There's people that, feel that Rob has done a good job. He's got him this far. They were unified. They won titles together. They won a gold medal together. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, so did Lennox. He did all that and then still had to change trainers after the loss. And what Lennox is saying is that he's not being taught to rule the heavyweight division. If you look at the way that Emmanuel Stewart trained Lennox Lewis and Vladimir Klitschko and Vitaly, they were able to rule. He taught them how to keep that lead jab hand out to deflect incoming right hands. He made people whose chin was vulnerable durable. So, yeah. I think
and then Vlad lose and change trainers too, right?
Yeah, He changed to Emmanuel.
Exactly.
He got knocked out. Man. He got knocked out and changed to Emmanuel. So look, I get it. It's gonna be difficult for people to swallow this pill and accept it, Mike, because guess what? it's the first loss, and it's like you said, it's too soon to write off McCracken. But I think again, the signs were there. You know, those that were Wilder fans or believed in Wilder believed that Wilder would do this. And watching Ruiz, who doesn't have any high-level knockouts outside of the Joshua knockout, you know, that cemented it for those Wilder fans. We always called him robotic for some time now. So, look, there's more tweets that Lennox has out there that you can, you know, search yourself. And he says, look, if you don't want a fully trained trainer, then bring in a second look. Get a second look. Have another guy in the corner, you know? Get yourself a, you know, look, Bomac is in the corner with like 3 other dudes, Red Spikes and another one. So, look, man.
Tyson Fury, Abel Sanchez, Freddie Roach, Ben Davidson.
Yeah, man, listen, get him out there. Get another look. Mix things up. Tyson Fury actually left Peter Fury. They were on good terms, according to him in his final interview on it. He just said it went stale. The relationship went stale. He's been training with him forever. And, you know, he went and got some young blood, you know, someone that can motivate him, you know. You might need that. I mean, McCracken looks old. I was with him on Monday. He looks, you know, he's not. I don't know, man. Look,
what you mean? He look old, man.
He doesn't look like old. He doesn't look like he can hang with AJ. You see how Derrick James hangs with Earl? You know what I mean?
That's true.
And McCracken looks like he's not chilling right now. You know what I'm saying? He's in flip-flops and shorts at a press conference. Like, yo, ho, champ.
Getting too much money. We got a super chat from Jeffrey Rodriguez. Never. White sheep is bomb squad all day. We got one from Ohio Run Boxing. He ain't saying much, just showing some love with that super chatty. And we got one from Cyber LA. Great commentary. New subscriber. Amazing fight. Can't wait until the rematch. I feel like anything is possible if you have faith. Big ups to you, Cyber LA, and thanks for the follow, man. We appreciate it. And remember to hit that notification bell. So every time we go live, you get that pop up, and we go live multiple times a day. I mean, you will not find another boxing channel that puts in as much work as us.
Yeah, man, we like to talk boxing around here, man. So the bottom line is Lennox believes it's trainer changing time.
Adam Smith believes it too.
Adam Smith believes it too. He said it in that last Sky interview. I felt like his hair was thinning.
And lost a little bit of hair over the weekend.
It was, and it was a bit dull. He needs some hair products, maybe.
Now, let me ask you a question before we get out to the college. Do you think that Joshua is strong enough mentally and in his mind and comfortable with his team?
I don't even think it matters what I think anymore because everyone thinks that he's not mentally strong. Like
I'm not
George Foreman
but I'm asking you a question. Do you think that he is comfortable with himself and everything that's going on around him to keep his trainer and let that outside noise be just that and be outside noise as they say, keep your nut down? Or do you think he'll let that influence him and bring somebody else in or even fire McCracken?
I mean, it could go both ways. You know that it can, but I believe that he's been with his team for a while. It's the first setback, and he might be of the mindset because he's loyal, not to change anything. And then there won't be nothing wrong with that, man. There won't be nothing wrong with that because we've seen trainers and fighters suffer a loss, not change trainers, and come back and be in winning ways. You know, sometimes you got to give that guy an opportunity. We don't know what happened. We don't know what could have happened. All we know is AJ now has his first loss.
And there's a lot of controversy around, a lot of smoke, and where's smoke, there might be fire.
At least we're getting the rematch. That's been announced. So, you know, We got a rematch.
Just got to see if it's going to be with the same training staff in AJ's corner.
Articles were written, videos were done, because it adds a different element. So he could bring someone in, you know? He could bring in an Adam Booth. I know we were talking in the pre-pro, but who? Look, if he's a UK true and he doesn't want to come to America to get trained by an American, Jonathan Banks always travels. He's trained Vladimir Klitschko, and he soaked in all the knowledge from Emmanuel Stewart, and he done a good job with Vladimir Klitschko. We'll give him an opportunity with Triple G to see can he continue that. He could also deal with Adam Booth. I've seen Adam Booth do great things with Andy Lee. He's doing okay, I guess, with Josh Kelly. You can do the other guy, David Caldwell. David Caldwell did a wonderful job with Tony Bellew, brought him all the way back, then brought David Hay back. Now he's got Derek Chisora, bringing him back, you know? So there's trainers in the UK. I mean, there's still, you ain't gonna go Ben Davidson, that's for sure. But there's another similar young one, McGuinness. Shane McGuinness, maybe? You know, so that's if you want to stay out there, you know. But being a foreigner, he might come over and sign up a Freddie Roach full time. I don't know if that pairs well. Let me see. No, not Rozier. I don't like that. Ronnie Shields. He could call up Ronnie Shields. Ronnie Shields trained numerous heavyweights, currently training F.A. Ajagba, but, he's had guys like fucking Terry Norris, everybody, right? So Ronnie Shields would probably be a good fit. Who else?
I'm just thinking, man. It's not very
Virgil
many.
Hunter, but Brazil just did that. Would he feel like, oh, that's corny? I'm following in Brazil's footsteps, and that didn't work for Brazil. He got knocked out. I mean, Virgil Hunter's kind of his own Drake curse too. All his fighters lose.
Virgil said Andre Ward could beat Anthony Joshua too, so I don't think he's gonna go that route. But if I'm Anthony Joshua,
hey, at least Ward will finally get them sparring sessions in, and he'll know.
Just said, well, Andre Ward, boy, that man just, man, oh my God. But I'm on the mindset. Absolutely, big dog, absolutely. But hey, one reason why we ain't mention that name, you know what I'm saying? Since you're listening, you know what I'm saying? But I think he already got a heavyweight champ that he's doing pretty good with.
Who? Jay Diaz?
Yeah, for sure. But it's just like, man, he's going to need somebody that's going to be able to kind of break him down and like build him back up. And I think what you said and alluded to will be the best thing for him. Jonathan Banks. Jonathan Banks is one of the best trainers out there. Has a proven
so Andy,
championship
man,
pedigree with Vladimir. So yeah.
Yo, you be giving me the killer pauses. I be thinking I'm not gonna cut him off, and then I cut him off with these pauses.
I be having to think of the guy's name, bro. I be wanting to say Vitali, but it's Vladimir. Vitali was just a better one.
So Andy, man, in the chat says, so trainers need to be young and hip. And that's obviously a shot at me saying that McCracken is old and can't hang with. But I'm just saying, like others have said, maybe that dynamic has grown stale. And if you look at AJ's 23 membered entourage, they're all young. They're all young. Yes, 23 people is the number. And George Foreman is absolutely serious with training and managing AJ. The interview was like 5 minutes long on TMZ, so I think he's absolutely serious. I'm contemplating whether I take these with me, shout out to Karen Silva, or do I go with my Bose? I haven't seen...
Are those Bluetooth?
Are they? Are these Beat Studio just for the studio?
I mean, I would say studio. I would think it was studio. They ain't Bluetooth, nigga.
These ain't Bluetooth.
I know, yeah. I was gonna say, I know they ain't Bluetooth, so why would you take them?
That's whack. I mean, it's cool in a way because then they always stay in the studio.
They're
but
permanent, yeah.
That's crazy. I thought Beat Studio meant something else. Like,
Nah. Those Beast Wilders right there, the ones you talking about. But Beast Studio, they're specifically made for studios. You know what I'm saying?
okay. Hey, listen, I'm in the studio, but I just didn't know. But shout out Karen Silver. Oh, okay. So she like, oh, y'all podcast. I'm okay. See, she's smarter than me. You know what I'm saying? That's why she do it. Damn, yo, I wanted to follow her. She got so many followers. Like, even if I send her a message, she ain't gonna get to my messages. She got over like 600,000 and some change.
Just be consistent, bro. Just be consistent, my nigga. You'd be surprised who you can reach and what these people look at.
Man, let's open up these phone lines, man. Let's do this because
Let go.
final thoughts are sometimes you got to shake things up, and the world's been shooken up. But I get it. You know, it is the biggest fight now of your career. The last one was, but now this one is again because you now have that one opportunity to get it all back. Do you want to go in there with a new trainer? Even though you got 6 months, you could hire a new trainer right now. Right now. Y'all could get to work right now.
That's a lot of pressure for a new trainer and a boxer going into the biggest fight of his career. You might want to be somebody you know you got a little comfortable with.
Man, what happened to fighting in front of 90,000? Now all of a sudden this dude got pressure, panic attacks. Oh,
I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying changing a trainer after you've been knocked out. This trainer got to know if you get knocked out again, they're gonna be like shit.
It worked for Lennox Lewis. That's why he recommended it. That's the whole point.
It worked for everybody. Can't be Lennox.
What? I mean, they both from the UK.
All right.
They both African American. They both box.
Whoa.
They both won. They both won Olympic medals.
Hold on. They both from the UK.
Oh, not African American. Yo, that's right. They both black.
Yeah, 21 Savage out here again, man.
Yeah. Yo. Listen, because when you celebrity, you transcend country, man. You just like celebrity status. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
so
man.
So Drake ain't no longer a Canadian. He full blown American.
Bruh, he been not Canadian to me. I swear to God, on everything I love, he been not Canadian since the first day I heard that boy rap on So Far Gone. Man, shorty, you my everything. What? I was like, no, he ain't Canadian. You crazy as hell. They like, bruh, that's that dude from Degrassi. I'm like, bruh, I fuck with Drake, man. Fuck out of here. Light-skinned niggas, we running this shit. Telling you, man.
Boy, you had me nigga laughing. Oh my God.
Yo, Drake, that dude, bruh. Listen, man. Thumbs up if you effing with Drake out here, man. You got him in your. Yo, listen, I lost like 30 pounds to Drake, man.
Man.
What was that good. Shit? Is that song with him and Rihanna and shit?
Oh, damn.
I had that shit on repeat.
That shit was fire too. I ain't gonna tell you.
Doing miles, just running.
Is in that video when they didn't like the convenience store?
Why you gotta be all that? See, why like people don't know how to just chill? Like my man bringing up, you know, his sexual preferences. Then he bringing up religion. Like go find somewhere to be. It's early as hell in the morning. You out here hating.
Drake got a nice little resume going out there, man.
Man, Drake resume been extensive, man. On anything you look at it, whether it's writing, collaborating.
I'm talking about the women, nigga.
Women too, man. He fucked Micaiah. Somebody.
Who?
What is it? Micaiah, whatever that stripper from Atlanta that she got super duper famous for fucking with Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like
Serena Williams.
Bruh, anything he want. I'm telling you, he ain't Canadian no more. Once you get to a certain celebrity status, you transcend that because you could just jet anywhere. Like you anywhere. You could be anywhere. You got a spot everywhere. Like you hear my boy rapping. He told me he got spots in
Did you see that $200 million plane that was donated to him?
What?
What?
Who donated a two?
I forgot, man. Let me look at it right quick because the company name is right there.
Oh my goodness. Let me go to these super chats, man. We got a super chat here. Let me see. In the meantime, let me get to this. Get to these callers.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes. These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
This nigga got a Boeing 767 jet. Was actually given to him for free. Canadian company Cargo Jet gave Drake the plane, knowing that he'll fly all over the world with it, with his branding right on his side. So nigga got a free plane. I think he got to pay for his gas.
Yeah, but ain't that the most expensive thing?
Nigga, the plane's $200 million. I'm pretty sure nigga Drake probably got $50,000 to fill it up.
50,000? I don't know if it costs 50,000, bruh.
You think it's more?
We talking jet fuel, man. But I don't know. You look it up. Google it while I read this super chat. SW Santos says, new subscriber. Honestly, I don't see AJ beating Ruiz. He couldn't go toe-to-toe with them. Yeah, man. That's why you need a new trainer. Teach you how to, lock ass on the inside. You know what I mean? Teach you a few things. But let's go out to Kevin in Chicago.
It says it costs $77,000 to fill up a Boeing 767 jet.
There you go. Not 50. I was right again. Kevin, what up, man? Good morning, bro. You up early in Chicago, man.
You got that Robinson
late at night here at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, man. 3 in the morning over here in the
I was
East
going to
Coast.
talk about is. Yes, I didn't even sleep yet. It's late at night to me, but I did want to talk about AJ. The problem is you can't train your chin, man. I feel like his chin, when you get it rocked that bad, and he got tagged a little bit, and he was on rubbery knees the whole fight. That seems to be the problem. I don't think it's a trainer. Everybody wants to, they want to assign blame, and maybe it's the trainer, it's and this and that. Man, I think it's the chin. And heavyweight, having a bad chin is a recipe for disaster. But I'm surprised
Kevin,
Adam Konaki.
Let's just play, let's just play with Lennox. Let's play his game. If you had to find AJ a new trainer, who would you recommend?
Freddie Roach. No doubt about it, Freddie Roach.
What about the conflict of interest? Because Tyson Fury, let's give him a secondary option in case he says, I got to wait to see if Fury wants me back. Or I'm working with Fury. Where does AJ go next?
Buddy McGirt.
Oh, my God.
That was good.
That might be a sleeper right there.
He just resurrected his career with the win.
The guy who what? Just got knocked out and came back and won.
Yeah, he did teach a dude that got knocked out how to box. Okay. You want to give another option?
What's his name, Kevin?
Yeah, this is Kevin from Chicago.
Great call, Kevin.
I did want to say something real quick. Adam Konaki, did he turn that fight down? I thought he got offered that fight against AJ.
He definitely turned it down. Yo.
Man, I think he's...
Yo, that's crazy, yo. Chris said, Cuz Hill.
Oh, good.
You know what? I think Adam Konaki's biting himself in the ass. I think he could. He's like thinking if I'd have took that fight, he might have been able to knock AJ out. He's got a similar style to Ruiz.
But you know what though? His
punches.
His punches are straighter, though, Kevin. Think about it. You don't think Adam comes down the middle where Ruiz was loopy. He was coming around the ears, right behind the glove. Adam is a straight, like he's going, straight down the middle. In my opinion, I could be wrong. I don't know, but that's what I feel like I see when he's punching in combination. But, Kevin, man, thank you for calling in. We're going to keep it moving.
Who was taller when you talk to him, Adam or Andy?
Fuck, Adam.
Okay.
Adam for sure. We're going out to Mr. Dazn.
BoxingVoice.com.
I just want to say, H Money, man, I know people say some shit about you because of your energy, but bro, I think you are the realest, man. You on every show, no matter what fucking time it is, bro.
2019 Boxing Voice Rookie of the motherfucking year.
Yo, you deserve it.
BoxingVoice.com.
It's money to shit. Working that wrist. Ballin' like Swiss. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick. I'm whipping the work.
Hey yo, what's going on? It's your boy H Money, Mr. Dazn, the Boxing Voice 2019 Rookie of the Year, and I just want to speak some facts real quick. Earlier I had told everybody that Anthony Joshua was done, and in my heart I believe that he's done. That's because on his YouTube page he just put out a video. He's saying that he's gonna keep his same trainer, and Lennox Lewis, a legend, one of the greatest heavyweights. He just advised him to get a new trainer, and he's not listening. This guy. He doesn't listen. He's hard-headed, and that's not gonna work. In Matchroom Boxing, we got the best fighters on Matchroom Boxing, and he's really making a disgrace of himself. And I just want to compare him to Felix Trinidad. When Felix Trinidad got beat by Bernard Hopkins, and he disappeared, Mike. That's a perfect example right there. What about Prince Nassim Hamed? When Prince Nassim got destroyed by Marco Antonio Barrera. Adrian Broner versus Marcos Maidana. Adrian Broner never was the same. These are just clear examples that if a fighter take a loss, a devastating loss, and it's not if you lose, because anybody can lose, but it's how you lose. How he lost the fight by quitting, and on top of that, he doesn't have any heart. We all know he doesn't have any heart, and it's who he lost to. He lost to Andy Ruiz. And everybody's making fun of it. They saying he lost to Butterbean. He's ruined. His whole image is ruined. Anthony Joshua is done. And if Deontay Wilder would have lost that fight, everybody would have buried him.
Cut it. That's for damn sure. If that was Deontay, nigga, they would have killed that nigga, man. And that's so fucking that shit. Yeah, but that's because
the UK is mean. But listen, don't act like they ain't killing AJ, bro.
Yeah. They definitely killing AJ.
They torching AJ right now, left and right.
That is true. AJ is getting it from motherfucking all angles, boy. They got memes out here. Hey, you see that meme when the nigga?
Funny said, "What about J Diaz? He's a great trainer." Yo, could you imagine AJ and Wilder in camp together?
Nigga, that'll be some sparring stories for your ass.
But they won't never fight. I guess they could because Cuz and J Diaz is two separate trainers, but damn. Somebody gonna have to lead camp. It's gonna be just same way Derevchenko and Jacobs did it. Somebody gonna have to lead camp and relocate. But
maybe,
let me go.
He can get back to the basics with Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Pick up some tips. Get a first round knockout.
Let me go to Dominic in Seattle. Talk to me, man.
Perfect timing, man. Perfect timing.
Dominic, man. Hey, about shit. Okay.
What?
It's about midnight your time, so I thought it was a little bit later.
Nah, it's cool. I have me a little nightcap. But, Mr. PBC over here, man. This Mr. PBC. Mr. Dazn was dead. Man, Mr. PBC got all the heavyweights, man. Showtime. Al Heyman. Eddie Hearn treated motherfucking Anthony Joshua like a fucking slave he really didn't want after he lost a dog fight. He remind me of that nigga in Django. He don't want that nigga no more. He's ready for something else.
What you talking about that nigga on that nail? You talking about that nigga on that nail?
Yeah. he was like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to pass on this. His dad said the same thing. Ain't nothing but a slave trade. This is PBC. We don't talk down to our fighters. Al Heyman don't go on TV talking shit. Anthony Joshua, if you listening right now.
That was PBC. Crazy, bro. In the middle of losing, right. He talking about, he too sloppy. He was too sloppy. Like, damn, you could have saved that shit.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah. Now, it
Boy,
slipped
Mayweather
up.
Don't even do that.
It slipped up. I think.
Nah, he didn't slip up. That nigga had a suit and tie on, talking like that. He knew what he was saying. He had a tuxedo.
Bro,
come on, man. Anthony Joshua.
He always dressed
Get a new trainer and don't go for the rematch. That's my motherfucking call. If he goes for that rematch, it's done.
90 seconds.
Everywhere right now.
Man,
Checkmate
Seattle,
boxing,
man. Go to Seattle.
Talk to me.
Hey, but, hey, but listen, this is the deal. Just like look, Roy Jones Jr., one of my all-time greats, top two. This is my 60 seconds. You got learned to lose. It was lights out. Something gets triggered in you when that happens. Sugar Ray Leonard, same thing. You can go on and on about the greats. Mike Tyson, same thing. So AJ has never had that. He's so insecure in a lot of ways that maybe you guys don't pick up on his personality traits, but I'm a psychology major along with business major, so I pick up on those things. And so he has
he's
this need to be
insecure.
loved, this need
He's
to be
insecure.
liked. Oh, definitely. He has a lot of insecurity. So that's the reason why he
Wait, is this the biting nails theory? This is the biting nails theory because his nails.
I don't know.
Somebody said that shit. I don't know.
No, I done my psychological profile. That's why I knew he was going to lose. But also,
hold on.
He's going to be
10 seconds.
When
You said you done a psychological profile on AJ?
Yeah.
Of course, I do a psychological project on all the fighters that when I judge, when I'm trying to see how the matchup's going to work. Of course. See, AJ is overconfident. And
wait, how could you be overconfident and insecure, bro?
Let him break down his profile real quick, bro.
Listen, hurt people. Understand that. Bullies are usually bullies.
What did that mean, though, my nigga?
So that makes them lash out.
Hurt people,
you,
but
brother,
you're overconfident, but you're
hurt people. You overcome, absolutely. So he has to put on this air of, hey, but he's been giving us the silver spoon. He's been spoon-fed. You know what I mean? So therefore, he's been given this road paved of gold, this easy way to this title where he started believing his own hype. I want y'all. I sent y'all that link again about Eddie take his empire. Look at that. You'll see what. Hey, I got this belt. I got this belt. This is what I'm for. No, come on, stop it. They built you. You didn't go to the trenches for those belts. You fought a Charles Martin. You fought a 41-year-old Klitschko who almost beat you. You fought a Parker who was green. Parker had that skills, but he didn't have the heart. Parker got a dog in him. He was too nice. You know what I'm saying? So for me, AJ is
those
going
are
to
good
lose. He's kind of
names,
shell-shocked.
man. Those are good names, though, man. You know we
Good
see
na-
those
Listen
names.
what you're saying.
What?
Listen what you're saying. Good names.
Bro,
Okay.
I would
What
love.
wars has Parker have been in?
I wanted Joseph Parker. I was at Gerald Washington Wilder. Like, I was there. I interviewed Parker. Like, I thought the announcement was going down. Like, I wanted that fight. Like, for y'all to act now like Parker is a bum and Povetkin.
Yeah.
Like,
when Wilder was going to fight
listen what I
Povetkin,
said. I said-
wanted that fight. And then AJ fought him. Like, we thought he
You
was
didn't hear
good.
me. Listen, I said Parker got skills. He's green, meaning he hasn't been through this. He doesn't have that experience. You see, he was like a deer in the headlights with both AJ
Hey,
and
man,
with,
he green, but he
and
hold
the
the
other
win
boy,
over the
and Dylan.
unified champ.
Okay, what unified champ did he hold? He won a vacant belt. What are you talking about?
Who unified right now?
Parker won a vacant belt.
You're not listening.
Who unified right now?
Cut it. I said he's green, but he holds a win over the unified champion. Come on, champ.
Dr. Clarence. No, Dr. Clarence is?
Nope.
He's a male version of Dr. Clarice from Hannibal Lecter, doing psychological profiles and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Clarice.
That shit crazy.
The movie was crazy. Yeah, man, I'm your host, Nustigator's Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. I'm about to go make this pot of coffee, man. We might come back. Maybe we do a Patreon or something. I don't know, man. I'm staying up. You know, I would rather fall asleep on a plane. My girl's passed out. I'm like, man, fuck that. I'm trying to sleep on a plane. But, yeah, man. Final thoughts, man. I'd like to see a new trainer just to shake things up, just to give us some headlines, just to give me a new show, a new article to report on, man. Get a new trainer, man. I think it'll work in terms of publicity anyway, right? Even if you like Ben Davison, you stay there. You know, Tyson Fury still bought Freddie Roach in, high profile.
Yeah, man. Follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312. And you can check out the Conflicting Ignorant podcast on YouTube. Go ahead and check that out. I just did an episode tonight about the Game 3 preview for the NBA playoffs. If you want to check that out, the link is right now being put in the chat. But yeah, final thoughts on this subject, man. It won't hurt to bring somebody in. It won't hurt to have a new voice or a fresh face in there. Somebody with a different perspective and somebody that actually has some championship level pedigree. Like my guy said, Buddy McGirt would be a great guy. That's a name that I really, really do like. And Jonathan Banks, also a name that I really, really like. And outside of that, I mean, yeah. Most of the trainers have heavyweights or have fighters that they are dealing with, and for AJ, you're gonna need somebody that you have their undivided attention. But yeah, man, catch y'all again on Patreon or on YouTube, man, whichever one that's feel like doing. Peace.